How's it going, guys? My name is Top Secret R35 and welcome back to another episode of GTA Online. So in today's little episode, I'm going to give you guys the full breakdown of the Willard faction drift build, and then I'm going to show you guys probably about 2 of my favorite drift spots. So after you watch this video, you're going to have a much better understanding, hopefully, of drifting the Willard faction, because I was clueless at first. But knock on wood, I think I figured it out, guys. I think I finally figured out how to actually drift in this game. And I'm not talking about the video where I used the Karen Futo over here and drifted. Just ignore that video. I was a beginner at that point, but I've figured out a lot more. So quick side note before I show you guys the modifications of the Willard faction. As you can see here, I've bought a workshop arena and I converted it into my personal little drifting garage. You know, just living out my fantasies here in GTA Online. I got the Karen Futo, Banshee 900R, Benefactor Schwarzer, Rapid GT, and an Ponte Runa and a Willard faction over here. So all the cars that are primarily used for drifting in this game. I think I'm missing like 1 or 2 main ones, but then there's also like another like 30 that can be drifted. So yeah, the drifting bug bit me big time. So let's go take a look how I modify this car. I did a lot of research into this, so I think I'm on the right path here. Man, look how awesome this thing looks. It reminds me of what's it, Fast and Furious 4, where Dominic takes this thing and like slides it under a truck or something. Oh, man. That's when it all started going downhill. How the flip you drift this car underneath a flaming truck? Oh, and by the way, if you guys don't own a workshop arena, I highly recommend it, because you can get the Benny's mechanic, you can get the weaponized workshop guy, and you can get obviously the Reno thing. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, first things first, don't upgrade this car, leave it standard. Apparently if you upgrade it, it's not going to drift anymore. No armor. If you put armor on, it's just going to make it more difficult to stance the car, so don't do any armor. Anyway, it's just meant for drifting. Brakes, leave them stock. You don't want to have too much bite if you're correcting during a drift. Engine, obviously more power, bigger slides. Suspension is very debated on the internet from what I see. Some people go street, some people go sport. What I do know is you typically don't run stock and you don't run competition, so somewhere in between over there. I typically run street, but with this car like sport worked, so I just kept it on. And then race transmission, obviously get that power to the wheels, and then throw the turbo on. Like I said, more power, more smoke, bigger drifts. And then also the internet is very split between the wheels that you are supposed to use. Now from what I see, you don't do tuner, you don't do high end, but everything else like more than likely works. I don't think off-road will work. So I've got SUV on here. Apparently they are the spinniest. And I mean, that is pretty much it, guys. Now we're gonna stance the car and then we can drift the damn thing. Oh man, isn't this thing beautiful? Huh? Just look at it. Wow, what a lovely car. Man, I'd love one of these things. Why $50,000 or something like that. So right outside the flippin' Maze Bank Arena, pretty much, there's a little parking lot. Obviously this is an arena, so I think it's like overflow parking or something going on around here. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stance this bad boy, and then I'll let you guys in on the secret as to why I think I might have cracked the drifting code. Check this new trick. Whee! Alright, we are ready to get sliding. So before we get started, I'm just going to let you guys know what I've been doing wrong and what I think I fixed, why I can now suddenly drift. So when you do the speed boost, right, which is a quick release of the accelerator, a tap on the handbrake and then back on the accelerator, you'll see the car will start to spin. Okay, obviously the wheels start spinning. That's your speed boost, right, or your clutch kick, or whatever the people call it here in GTA Online. So just before it changes to second, and then you'll see it starts doing the double burnout type of thing. Bah, 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 bah. So what I've been doing when, like, obviously you combine that with a Scandinavian flick and get some momentum, and then there's your drift type of thing. Now a lot of the time I've been letting go of that and then trying to catch it again mid-drift. So what I've realized now is that you can just use your brake to correct and don't let off the power. The only time you do let off the power is if it's like a really maybe a tight corner, because if it's a long corner, you're trying to drift a long corner, it's not going to work. So this car is not like perfect for the longer corners, but it can do it, and I'll obviously show you guys that as well. So if anybody wants like a full-on guide on how to do advanced drifting, I think I'm going to be making one, because I've seen a couple of videos on the internet and I just feel like I could maybe explain it better. Like some guys are just going about it in the incorrect way. Now I'm definitely not an expert yet, right? But with the Rapid GT, that car specifically, I swear it's like Tokyo Drift DK stuff, like pretty much like I'm drifting like my best in Forza Horizon 4. So it's flipping awesome. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you guys this entire section. It's not that lengthy, but probably takes like a minute or so to complete. And then I'm going to try to do it myself, well, obviously, and we'll see what it looks like without some commentary. Maybe try just to get like a really smooth run, you know what I mean? So when I'm showing you guys, I'm not going to try my hardest here. I more just want to complete this section. So pretty much you swing to the end of the parking lot, come around to this side of the parking lot, do the same thing again, woohoo! And then you want to transition down to that bottom parking lot. And then here's when you can really open it up if you want to. So let's try to get the speed boost here. Get on the handbrake. There we go. Now you see what I mean by this car can take those longer corners, man. It is beautiful. It's so satisfying when you get it right. And then you can either go left or right here. I don't really... Whoa! It's a bit low to the ground, by the way. You go left or right. And you go around the same parking booths pretty much by doing like a figure 8. Alright, come on, there's a big corner here. I can swing this in. Ah, just not enough momentum. Damn it. And then back underneath the tunnel. And then I like to do one more lap over here. So here's again, you can, if you confident, like I wasn't there. There we go, bit better. Back around again and then up the jump. And you can throw a little bit of a jump drift if you want, but pretty much that's the finish line. Alright, let's go for a big entry over here. There we go, that's better. Nice. So yeah guys, that's section 1. You guys should definitely give it a go. I highly recommend it for practicing your drifts. Alright, then the second section is much quicker, but also a bit tight and a bit more challenging, but it's more of a Formula D style. It's at the docks. So let me show you guys that. Flipping awesome too. So let me show you guys my little section. Pretty much starts over here. You can throw it in huge, or as huge as possible. And then a quick 180 around that light pole there. Then again, Gymkhana style around these. And then try to get it nice and wide with a lot of power on the exit. And that's pretty much it. So the entry and the exit, you can throw it in big. But then the other pieces... Oh, that's nice. These sections over here, you got to be a bit more controlled. And gee, this is going so much better than when I initially tried this. I initially tried this with the Imponte Runa, but that car, it just doesn't have the get up and go as much as this. That's more of a beginner car for slower sections. So let's transition this. Just a little too much width on the exit there, but damn, that was 2 very good runs, man. I'm impressed with myself here. Alright, attempt number 3. Big entry. Oh yes. On the power, we around the lights. Okay, nice and controlled, nice and sideways. Catch it again. Oh yeah, this is looking good, guys. This is looking good. Alright, let's get a bit of speed. Transition. Oh man, that is nice. So yeah guys, let me know how the drifting is going for you. I mean, if you guys drift in this game, I think a couple of you guys do. And I'll without a doubt see... Whoa, man, got a bit too excited there. I'll without a doubt see you all in the next one. Peace.